Alright guys, Scotty Games here again, ready for another video. So it's time for the next edition of the Major League Wrestling Vince Russo fucking disaster. So we're currently going to be booking MLW Fusion, and of course we're still in the red. As you can see, we lost 319 fucking grand last month. I don't know how that's possible. So what I've done is I have significantly reduced the, what do you call it, the fucking production. So I've put everything down as much as I've put things down a little bit, to try and save some money. I'm trying to cut costs as much as I possibly can, and wherever I can. I've actually also reduced the roster. And I don't know if I showed you this on the last video, because the video was so long ago. I really need to start making my videos quicker, sooner, you know what I mean? More often, that's the word I'm looking for. But Baron Corbin, I can't remember his name on this, but he actually requested his release, and I granted it. So Baron Corbin, aka whatever his name is in MLW, is no longer in Major League Wrestling. So thank fuck for that, because that cunt was on £700 a week, dollars a week, whatever. Or per appearance, sorry, not per week, per appearance. So it just gets him off the butt. And to be honest, I've never been a fan of him anyway, to be honest. So I'm not too. He was one of our stars, didn't get me wrong, but we still have big names in this company, but the roster will have to be reduced slightly. Raven is also one of our highest earners, and he's actually just a road agent, so I don't know, should we get rid of Raven? Is there a space for Raven on television? I don't know. I've always been a fan of Raven, but obviously he's no longer wrestling or whatever, so do I make him a manager? Do I make him, I've always been a fan, but the thing is, it's like £600 per appearance, which is not good for us. So, yeah. Just looking at the creative here. So, the franchise players are Saraya, Matt Riddle, Matt Cardona. The next big things, nobody. Hot prospects, Alan Angels, who I only brought in Alan Angels just for this show. Kerry Morton, Gigi Ray, am I saying that right? And Leon Slater. The best talkers are Raven. See, there has to be a place for him on the roster. On TV, Saraya, Austin Aries, Minoru Suzuki, and James Storm. The showstoppers are Mystico, Austin Aries, Kenta, Saraya, and Matt Riddle. Ring generals, Kenta, Austin. I really need to put Kenta on the show more. He's not on the show this week, even though he was a big, part of last week's show. That's the thing. I don't like the roster being too big. I like just to have a certain amount of, guys, and then I can work with them on a weekly basis. Who's hot? So we've got Matt Riddle, who's of course the world champion. Saraya, women's champion, or fucking featherweight, whatever it's called. Davey Boy Smith Jr., need to get him on TV more. James Storm and Donovan Dijak, who will obviously be getting a push, a singles push now that Baron Corbin's gone. Who's not? Matt Cardona. And the Hidden Gems, this always takes slightly longer to load for some reason. But the Hidden Gems are Sean Maluta, Sage Phillips, Mark Angel, Drew Gulak, there I know him. Kevin Lee Davidson, don't know him. So I'm not interested in signing any of them, unfortunately. Anyway, so if you missed the last show, last week's Fusion got a 50, and that's what I always aim for, a 50. But I want more, so I need to start getting more. The show will be broadcast on High Spots TV, Independent Wrestling.tv, Pro Wrestling TV, and Smart Mark Video. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need an actual TV deal, an actual broadcaster to give us a chance. But I mean, look at the attendances and that. They're shit, man. 109 people were at the show. It was fucking bollocks, man. So I know I'm swearing so much, man. What else will we look at, guys? What do you think? Nothing to really look at. House shows. I don't even know if I'm running any house shows. Yeah, we're not allowed to because the company's too small. So I can't even do house shows and fucking try and make some cash. How do I make some cash, guys? I need help here. The booking team. I don't even have anyone in the booking team. Chemistry. Leon Slater has poor chemistry when fighting Star Jr. and Ninja Mac has poor chemistry when teaming with Willie Mac. So that's not good because they're the tag team champions. Storylines seem to be doing okay. I'm going to be adding more storylines, to be honest with you. But the Riddle Cross is currently extremely hot in a 37. And Russo and Duran is 23, very hot. Ticket prices. Maybe I should look at the ticket prices. Do I make them more expensive? Do I make them more cheaper to maybe get more fans? I don't know. It's so difficult, man. The absences tonight. Oh no, sorry. Matt Cardona's injured. He's due to return in 2 days. So let's go to the next show, guys. As I always say, please watch the last video to catch up what's going on. So the men and women, sorry, one missing tonight. So the absent workers are Kent. Oh, of course, Kenta's working elsewhere again tonight. We've also lost Mance Warner, Matt Cardona, Sammy Callahan, and Tessa Blanchard, who are all working for TNA Wrestling tonight. So well, that's no good because they're always going to pick that over this crummy little show. So let's go to the show, guys. Wish me luck. I want a 51. Anything over a 50 now. Let's do it. So, the pre-show match. Terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Madman, try saying that 10 times if you're Scottish, man. Madman Pondo defeated Rugido in 6:25 by pinfall. The commentary was good. Rugido got an 11. He's going to get released. He'll probably be getting released at some point. Madman Pondo debuted the Madman gimmick. It got an initial rating of great, which is good. Segment rating of 28. Look at that crowd rating though. The crowd rating on the end. The crowd's not interested. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. So a pre-show bout that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. TJP defeated Ray Horace by pinfall with a detonation kick. The match was designed to revolve around a lot of high spots. Wow, 62 in a pre-show match. Nice, man. I'm going to have to bring them up to the main roster. The main roster, what am I talking about? Put them on the main show. Fucking hell, I never expected that. It's probably the best rating I've fucking had, and it's on a pre-show. Just shows you. 62 rating. Crowd still weren't really into it by the looks of it. 15. They have great chemistry. Right, I'm going to note that. So that's good. Wow. I wish that was on the main show. So, let's go to the next segment. Oh, God. So, the show starts with Vince Russo in the ring. Big Vito standing behind him, cracking his knuckles and giving the fans daggers. If you don't know what daggers means, it means, like, you know, staring a hole through them. Cut the music, bro. You people can boo all you want, but the fact is, I run Major League Wrestling, and Reload in a few days is going to be a big pay-per-view. I signed a real killer, a man who doesn't race around barefooted on a scooter. Killer Cross. And at Reload, he is going to challenge for the World Heavyweight belt. But before we get there, bro, I got to see something. So, Matt Riddle and Killer Cross, come on out here. So then both men obviously enter the ring individually. Both men go nose to nose. Russo then says, alright guys, save it for the pay-per-view. This is why I booked this match, bro. This will be a great main event. I want violence and chaos. I want to know who deserves to walk into Reload with momentum. Tonight on Fusion, Killer Cross will go one-on-one with one called Manders. And Riddle, you may be champion, but I'm not impressed, bro. I don't like your attitude, and I damn sure don't like that you represent my company. So tonight, I'm going to find out what kind of champion you really are when you face Mads Krugger in a hardcore match. Riddle just starts laughing. Yeah. And Russo says, yeah, you laugh it up, bro. But at Reload, I don't just want a... What does that say? I don't know what I've typed there, man. I'm sorry. I don't just want to part someone impressed. I've not got a clue what I wrote there, I'm sorry. Someone... Oh, fuck knows, who cares? Sorry, guys. God. So the storyline advanced but lost heat. I blame Russo. 24 rating. The crowd were hot and rising. So, an extremely short match. Killer Cross defeated one called Manders by submission with a cross jacket. The match was designed to calm the crowd. Why did I do that, man? Fuck. Well, as planned, the match brought the fans back down a little. Jesus. I've done that so wrong, man. Killer Cross 42, one called Manders 40. Good commentary again. Scarlett did some good work at ringside. So, okay, so I'll need to change Killer Cross and Scarlett to the same, sides of the divide, heel and face divide. So I got a 30. Wrestling rating of 41, crowd rating 22, segment rating of 30. Okay, crowd are simmering down. They'll soon go back up. Oh, fuck. So, the camera cuts to James Storm sitting on a bench, taping up his wrists, looking confused, when in bursts Grado, already wearing his gear, eating a chocolate bar, looking excited. James, it's your cell. Can you feel it? Feel what? The vibes, brother. The chemistry. 2 men, 1 destiny. This is the one and only time we team up. Listen, mate, I've been up all night thinking about this, right? Picture this. You, the beer drinking, ass kicking, cowboy badass. Then me, pure athletic, with the champion physique. Grado then slaps his belly. So, I've came up with a perfect name. The Beer Bellies. Mate, this is amazing. We're going to get signs made about us and action figures and all sorts. Storm then says, oh shit. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I don't care what we are called as long as you stay out my way when that bell rings. Oh, come on, mate. It's going to be brilliant. Come on, let's go. Yee-haw. I need a drink. So, 42 rating. So it looks like we've got a new team. The Beer Bellies. I just need some new tag teams, so I'm thinking, right, I'm going to experiment with this. So Grado's going to play like the kind of comedic role, and James Storm's obviously going to be the more serious fucking, you know how it works. So I got a 42, which is good. So, the Beer Bellies defeated Alan Angels and Brett Ryan Gosselin when James Storm pinned Gosselin with an Eye of the Storm. Alan Angels has a gimmick that is not suited for comedy bout. Yeah, so I did make this match a comedy match. Grado's getting better at his gimmick. So yeah, that was good. Simmering. I got a 34. Oh my god, it actually wasn't good. Next segment. So we go to another match. Tom Lawler defeated Kerry Morton by submission with a guillotine choke. The match got the crowd hotter. Morton's getting better at his gimmick. Lawler got an in-ring performance of 52. The crowd are hot and rising. I just threw this match together because I need to do more with Tom Lawler. Right, so the 3 Lions are backstage talking. Tonight, it's not about highlights or stars. This is about territory. This is our house tonight. Austin Aries, you have spent your whole career running your mouth thinking you're 10 steps ahead of everyone else. But the problem is, when the bell rings tonight, you can't outsmart fists. That's right, Mac Attack. Tonight we beat you guys up, then they take those tag belts away from you at Reload. Then Roy Knight just says, at Reload, I predict a riot. And that's what I'm going to make their theme music. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. God, sorry for my singing. But that's going to be the theme music for the 3 Lions. Stone's getting better at his gimmick. 24 rating. This show's going to... Oh, wait a minute, actually. I'm wrong. About that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Saraya defeated Mickey Knuckles by pinfall. Saraya makes defence number 4 in the MLW World Featherweight title. Is there anyone who can beat Saraya for that title? We'll just have to see. They have great chemistry. That's good. Wow. Match of the night. Congratulations to Saraya. and Mickey Knuckles. I may actually thank them after the show. I may give both a cuddle. Maybe Saraya a little bit more. So, right, next segment, sorry. So, a decent match. The Three Lions drew with Austin Aries and Mac Attack following a double disqualification. So basically they just fucking... Oh, wait a minute here. Showing true unprofessionalism, a clearly unhappy Austin Aries completely phoned in his performance. It was clear to everyone that he wasn't trying at all. Martin Stone was off his game. Austin Aries was off his game. Wow, man. What a dick. Austin Aries, look at that, 33, you absolute fucking wanker. You went into business for yourself, haven't you, you little cunt? Fucking, oh my god, that's annoyed me. Sorry guys for swearing. So that got a 45 rating. Crowd are very hot. Right, do I release this, walloper, or do I put it in a Russo storyline? This would be perfect for Russo. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep him, unless he requests a release. Wow, I never expected that. 45 rating, no, I'll take that. So, excuse me. The camera opens up backstage and a dimly lit Cesar Duran is walking alongside Mystico. You'll see Mystico. This is what Russo doesn't understand. Lucha Libre is an art. But suddenly Mystico is... God, I've called him that many names. Suddenly Mystico is attacked from behind by Big Vito. Mystico tries to fight back, but Vito is too strong and slams Mystico into a production truck. Cesar looks frightened and shocked. If you hit him again, I will. You what? You do nothing, you fucking pussy. Capiche? Anyway, the boss wants a fucking word with you. Vito grabs Cesar by the collar and drags him into Russo's office. Are you out of your mind, bro? I told you that Lucha Libre is banned in Major League Wrestling. Banned! And what did you do last week on Fusion? Vince, please listen to me. You went into business for yourself, bro. You disobeyed me beyond belief. I'll give you one last chance. Next week on Fusion, you book the entire show. You want Lucha Libre? You want your own vision? You get it. No restrictions, bro. But if the rating next week is better than what Fusion has been doing lately, I'll reinstate Lucha Libre in Major League Wrestling. And if the rating is worse, you're fired, bro. Vito then grabs Cesar and throws him out the office. Wow. So, Cesar Duran will have complete control of next week's show, which is a shoot. If he gets a better rating, Lucha Libre will be reinstated. If it's got to be Lucha Libre that gets ratings. Yeah. Cesar Duran used subtle mannerisms for a future face turn, not a heel turn. The commentary quality lifted the match. The storyline gained heat, which is good. So, let's go to the main event. It's a good match. Matt Riddle defeated Mads Krugger in a hardcore match by submission. During the match, we also had Minoru Suzuki accidentally hit Krugger. So that's how the match ended. Suzuki actually hit Krugger by accident with a chair. He was aiming for Riddle, and it cost Krugger the match. So the crowd are very hot, and I got a 46. Wrestling rating 42, crowd rating 26, segment rating 46. Next segment is the last segment of the show. So after the match, Suzuki is very angry and yet apologetic. He has just cost Mads Krugger the match. Suzuki then stomps away on Riddle, taking his anger out on him. But Krugger gets up and starts beating down on Suzuki angrily. Both men start brawling and have to be broken up by officials. Vince Russo is seen on the entrance ramp with Big Vito, both men looking on at the carnage in the ring as the show comes to an end. And that's how it ended. Wow. There needed to be a little more star power in the segment in order to successfully have Minoru Suzuki fighting for that long. Okay. Lesson learned. Commentary was once again good. 26. So, let's hope we can get over that. Oh, we've got a few more fans here. Last show it was 109, now it's 121. Right, can we get over a 50? I think we can, due to a couple of good matches there. Oh my days, 41. No! Oh, and by the way, yeah, I forgot to say, I did have some problems with equipment problems, so maybe that's why the rating went down a little bit. I got a message actually telling me that the show, there was problems with the pre-show equipment or some shit. But it increased our popularity in 11 regions. I can't complain, but Mads Krugger was used far too much on the show. Okay, lesson learnt. Popularity, I'm not interested in all that shite. So guys, mixed thoughts on that show. I was expecting a better rating. I totally forgot about the production thing, technical problems, whatever, equipment, whatever it was. Totally forgot about that, which I'm gutted about. The pay-per-view reload will be in the next couple of days, because the pay-per-views are a lot easier to do, because it's more matches than promos, do you know what I mean? So that's the way I'm looking at it. So you will be expecting to see more, you know, matches than promos on the pay-per-views, obviously. So yeah, obviously some matches have been announced, but you know, I'll probably put random matches together. I will be shortening the roster, because I just feel like there's too many. We just have too big a roster, in my opinion, for one show a week. And of course, it's only a 90-minute show, so the roster's far too big. So I will be making a few releases, unfortunately. So yeah. Yeah, so let's see what the rating was. Can we see what the rating was? Last night's MLW Fusion. So it drew. The feedback from viewers has been very positive. It was a good show, apparently. Well, can't argue with that. So the viewing figures was 8,427 viewers, and last week's show was 9. So the viewerships actually went down by about 1,000. Well, just under 1,000 really. Well, 700 say. I don't know. Matt Riddle's contract is ending, but I have offered him a new deal, so hopefully he will sign it. If he doesn't, then obviously we'll need a new champion. Yeah, so there we go. I tried to bring in Ted DiBiase, but that never happened. So yeah, so there we go, guys. I will see you at Reload, which should be in the next few days, hopefully. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Please take care, and leave a comment if you want. Leave a like, it does help big time. I really need more subscribers as well, but obviously I can't force you to. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that say, oh, please subscribe and, you know, fucking like. Just, you guys do what you want to do. If you like the channel, if you like the show, just let me know. If not, let me know, and I'll try and improve things. So anyway, guys, you have a good night, because it's, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 25. It's 12:25 in the morning here. Alright, guys, you take care, and I'll see you in the next video.